You weren't looking for meaning, you were just there, sitting still, not crying, not smiling, just trying to breathe through a moment that didn't have words yet. And then, soft, a single paw, placed gently against your side. Not to play, not to demand, but to say something in a language made of presence. Cats don't ask, they don't explain, they appear, like a shadow that suddenly matters, like silence that suddenly holds weight. You thought they were just watching from the corner, but they were measuring your stillness, your distance, your tiredness. They knew, before you admitted it to yourself, and maybe you didn't notice at first. Maybe it felt like coincidence, how they started sleeping on your chest after the phone stopped ringing. How they moved closer when you stayed in bed longer than usual. They don't speak, but they know the difference between your busy silence and your broken silence. When you hide in the bathroom to cry, they wait outside, not meowing, not scratching, just waiting, like a thread at the edge of a frayed mind. Sometimes they follow you, but not all the way. They stop 3 steps behind, just far enough to give space, just close enough to catch you if you fall. And then, that paw again, resting on your foot, your arm, your chest. It doesn't push, it doesn't shake, it just stays. And in that pause, they offer what most people never could. Stillness, not fixing, not rescuing, just staying. Some cats blink slowly when they feel you unraveling. Some yawn, as if trying to match your exhale. Some stretch across your books, your keyboard, your folded laundry, as if to say, enough, come back. They know you better when you stop pretending. And if you've ever thought, I'm too much, I'm too distant, I'm not worth staying for, remember that they already stayed, long before you noticed. Not because they needed you, but because you needed them. And that paw? It was a lifeline, wrapped in fur, wrapped in quiet, wrapped in a kind of love that doesn't announce itself. It just rests, until you remember how to rest too. You thought you rescued them, but maybe they arrived to rescue you. Not with noise, not with commands, just by being, where you weren't okay. Every morning they're there before you are, already awake, already watching. You stretch. They blink. You sit at the edge of your bed, thinking of everything you haven't done. And they curl up on your feet, like a weight to anchor you. Not to trap you, but to keep you from floating away. They know when your steps are heavier. They know when you don't open the curtains. They know when your breathing shifts, shallow or too deep. They adjust, not to fix it, just to match you. And sometimes that's all you needed. You never taught them how to care for you, but they watched, and they remembered. How you pet them slower when you're tired. How you speak softer when you're scared. How your hands tremble when you're pretending to be strong. So they adapt. They sit closer, but not in your lap. They chirp once instead of meowing. They curl in the spot where your eyes might land when you feel alone. They become the mirror that doesn't judge, only reflects what you forgot to name. And sometimes they bring you gifts, not mice, not feathers, but that same toy they've always loved, placed quietly on your pillow, or your sock, dropped at your feet like a memory returned. To them, it's not a joke. It's sharing. It's sacred. Like saying, this is mine, you're mine, we're okay. Cats don't comfort you the way humans do. They comfort you the way the earth does. Still, firm, close. You sit by the window. They sit too. Not for the light, but because it's the only place you've been honest today. They don't need you to talk. They just need you to be. And when they place that paw on you again, gently, without reason, it's not a request. It's a response. To a grief you haven't spoken aloud. They knew. They always knew. There will come a day when you wake up and the silence feels heavier. Not because they're gone, but because they've become part of the silence itself. You'll glance toward the end of the bed, the windowsill, the mat near the bathroom door. Empty, still, too still, and your chest will ache, not suddenly, but in waves, because grief for a cat doesn't roar. It whispers, it paces, it waits, just like they did. And when you sit in the same chair, reach for the same blanket, you might feel something. A shift in the air, a pause in your breath, a memory warming the edges of your ribs. Their paw, still there, still resting, not on your body, on your heart. Because some loves don't leave, they just learn to live inside you. You might hear their bell long after it's been packed away. You might catch yourself stepping wide around a spot they once claimed. And when life moves again, as it always does, you'll think, did they know how much I loved them? But the truth is, they never waited for your words. They knew it each time you stayed, each time you cried and didn't push them away, each time you whispered, there you are. They remembered, even when you forgot yourself. So place your hand on your chest, close your eyes, and feel it, that gentle weight, that silent promise. They were always here, long before you knew how much you needed them. And somehow, they still are. And if this stayed with you, then maybe your cat isn't the only one who waited. I'll be here next time too, whenever you're ready to feel more of what they never said.